Hello and welcome to Life is Movement for another exercise demonstration. I make these demonstrations primarily for my patients at the clinic. However, if you're not a patient at the clinic, you are of course welcome to take any of these exercises and use them as you see fit. Just please make sure you do so safely. So, this is an exercise I love called clock face lunges. And I give this exercise as a later stage rehab exercise for a variety of reasons. It can be useful for issues at the foot and the ankle, certainly for issues at the knee, issues at the hip, and also even for people who have issues with the lumbar spine, the lower back area, because as you'll see, there's an element of support, stability, control, and of course, strength that can be very valuable for the entire sort of from the ribs down, basically. So, to explain this exercise to patients, I'll often say, when I was a young boy, we used to play a game called Twister, right hand red, left hand green, and so forth. We used to play it when we were teenagers, when we wanted to get close to girls, but were a little bit too shy to make a move. So we're going to play a sort of version of Twister here, but we're going to imagine we are in the center of a clock. So you've got 12 in front of you, 1, 2, 3 to the right, 6 behind you, 9 to the left, and so forth. And what I'm going to do is call out a foot and a number. And what happens is, all you do is step to that number, hold, and then back. I'm going to take a tiny bit of a step back so you can see my feet. So basically, if I were to say left foot 12, I would take a step to the left foot to the 12, hold for a second, and then back. And if maybe I then say right foot 3, I step to the right, hold for a second, and back. Maybe then I would say left foot 9. So I take my left foot to 9, hold for a second, and back. And so on and so forth. You can do 6 behind you. So if I do left foot 6, take a step back, hold, and back. It's really important to have that moment of hold so you can practice the stability and control that this exercise requires. Now, how do you progress this exercise? All you're going to do to progress is make those lunges increasingly deeper and a larger range of motion. So if I were to say right foot 12, rather than just stepping to here and back, I might start to come into a deeper lunge and back. I'll take a step back. Or I might even come eventually into a full lunge, hold for a second, and then power back. And as you can probably see, in order to be able to come down into a deep lunge position, it's quite a lot of range of motion. I'm getting a stretch into my left hip flexor, mobility to the ankle. And of course, to be able to power back up into standing, that requires a lot of strength, power, and control. So this exercise can be used with the smaller range of motion as an earlier stage rehab exercise, but actually can be almost infinitely scalable to just a full lower body routine. Because for example, if I'm doing like a directional lunge, let's say right foot 2 with a pause and maybe even holding some weight to come back up to standing, that requires quite a lot of strength. So try that exercise, clock face lunges, to improve the strength, stability, coordination, control of your entire lower body, particularly in that lunge pattern. Good luck.